Up here in the top left, in the blue, the Protoss player. He is
SK Telecom T1 Party.
A lot of very vocal fans for him here in the studio today. And to the bottom left, in red, CM Storm player.
CM Storm Revival.
Teammate of Polt in the past and in the present.
both these guys looking extremely focused, extremely stressed about winning this game. Because for Parting, this is like MMA called that he was going to be fourth place rather. He's going to go down to Revival, a guy who, you know, albeit he did well in WCS America, but he's not a guy who Parting faces all the time here in the hardest region in Korea, and that would probably hurt his confidence a bit. And Revival, for him, it's like, I'm coming here in a tournament that I didn't think, in a group that I didn't think I was going to do well in, and I have a chance here to actually take a best of 3 against Parting, and then possibly get my revenge against MMA.
Nexus first for Parting, already changing it up. It's up against the hatchery first. The question is, will it be double hatch?
I like it out of Parting. That's also a nice scout. He knows
gets
that,
lucky here.
Yeah. Knows that Revival is down in the bottom.
Well, you know what? I think after seeing this, perfectly reasonable to go double hatch before pool.
Yeah.
Parting, like you said, knowing that Revival's spawn location at the bottom right, or bottom left, would love to deny this, but it's not going to happen, especially because he doesn't know the pool timing at all. It could be a 6 pool for all he knows, so he has to go to the main base first. And when he gets there, he's going to be a bit annoyed to see that his opponent has gone for such a greedy build, but he can respond with greed, as he already has. Predicts as well, now goes into the gateway, so this is a pretty greedy build, even going into double gas.
Yeah. He's read Revival a bit here. I like actually on this map the fact that he's like, no, I'll change my style. I can play with you in the macro games as well. It shows very, very high confidence at a party. He's definitely one of the guys who's so confident that it comes back to bite him, even that overconfidence in game 1. And then, you know, he comes back to the base of Revival. He's like, you're going double hatch again. Well, I'm just going to be super greedy as well.
Yeah. I'm really, 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 really interested to see which tech Parting shows us.
I want to see Stargate. It's a big map. Get across the map, start your harass. The only problem is that their base is farther away. And of course, you know, well, on the other hand, you know, it's going to be very hard to connect that by creep. So getting queens over there is going to be hard.
Did he just chrono boost his warp gate research? No, okay. Chrono boosting out the mothership core. So, still any tech possible. All 3 queens are queued for Revival. And he's going to want to chase out that Overlord before he actually shows any tech. With the Zealot here, all
There's
the more
a Stargate.
Yeah. It's all the more difficult to chase the Overlord, but you know, the Overlord still, he wasn't going the right way, but he turns around after seeing there's nothing at the wall.
And he's going to see it.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is good for Revival. He can get down to Spore Crawlers, start to connect that creep as soon as possible, and be ready for this, now that he has that full knowledge of what Parting is going for.
Will it be Oracle third base? I feel that's more Parting style. Or is it going to be Phoenixes? Phoenixes are more standard, more common. But I feel like if you're Parting, do you really want to rely on a harassment-oriented style? Looks like the answer is yes today.
Well, he adds 2 more gates here. And if he gets a pylon over near that third base, he can do this style where he gets out a bunch of Phoenixes here and harasses with a bunch of Zealots. I feel like, judging by Parting style and how Revival hasn't shown the best control, that could be something he could go for.
Well, that Overlord is just with nowhere to run. Does get taken out to the top left a bit painfully. So Forge going down here. Oh, I think you're right. Let's see. Phoenixes continue to be queued. No forward pylon as of yet.
Yeah. It's hard to get a probe all the way over there.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a big commitment here. I think he has a probe down to the south, on the other hand, that could be used for this later. There's a Robo, so he's just going to be taking his time here. We also have seen in the past Parting get +1 here, kill a ton of Overlords and drones, and it gets another type of tempo advantage, a different one and less of an extreme one than the last game, but then go into an Immortal push just like we saw in Game 2, where he just gets ahead, tries to force his opponent to either over-drone to compensate or to make too many units, and then he's just coming in with an attack.
Well, Revival having that one Zergling there, he's going to know exactly when the third base goes down. Very little thing you can do to get a lot of information, so well done by him. Scouts that location as well. Knows that Parting is still on 2 bases.
He's killed a lot of Overlords. And has cleared up the entire map. Maybe even get another Overlord here. Good micro, pulls back the Weakened Phoenix. No transfuse energy on that Queen because it wasn't out that long. Didn't have any time to build that energy.
He gets it. But Revival, so far, he hasn't really been supply blocked. He's been good with the, so far, the, you know, making the Overlords before they go down and staying alive here. Gonna snipe another Overlord here is Parting.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned that. He's not really lost any time. He has lost a lot of minerals because that's expensive, but minerals he's going to have to make eventually later anyways. Doesn't look like he's trying to hit any sort of timings. Good pickups here by Parting. We don't see this style of harassment from Parting all too often because he really does love his aggression. But he's showing us here right now today that he's still quite good.
Look at this, puts a Phoenix in front that has full shields to take a lot of damage. He has actually gotten so much damage here. He knows that these Phoenixes, their job right now is to just stay alive and do harass damage. And he's done that very well so far.
+1 is almost done. Colossi are coming out, range is coming out, and this huge Hydralisk timing, looks like Revival wants to hit here, is going to be, well, I mean, it's going to be potentially shut down by pure Colossus. So much damage done here, and perfect control on the Phoenixes. Has not lost a single unit this game, and he's always using the Phoenixes in such a way that the lifter is protected.
Yeah, very, very good so far. He's gotten, I think it's about 11. Well, look at this. Loses 1 Phoenix, so finally loses his 1. He was paying attention, though, so he did not fly his whole fleet over all of those Hydras. That was smart.
Well, I mean, you know, those Colossi are coming, but they're not ready yet. That's a lot of Hydras, a massive Ling follow-up, too. Parting could be in some trouble here. Just 1 Colossus out right now, 3 Stalkers, 5 Zealots, and 4 Phoenixes that don't have a lot of energy. Force fields are the key here.
Does have a nice wall, which is helping him so far, but a lot of Hydras here. Range is about to finish. Decent force fields, but not good enough, I feel, and starting to do a lot of damage is Revival. Nice time warp there in the back, and with the Ling follow-up here, doing a ton of damage to these units on the ground for Parting.
He needs a few more force fields here on these Hydras if he can get over there. That second Stalker, that second Colossus comes over, excuse me.
Well, second Colossus comes out here. Photon overcharge is able to push back this push out of Revival.
That was a huge commitment by Revival. He should be stressed because I did not do enough. And now the answer, presumably for him, for these Colossi, is going to be Vipers. But guess what? Parting doesn't wait. Parting doesn't say, well, I'm ahead here, time to take a forward base. No, he doesn't. He's getting a Warp Prism, 4 gates, Blink's about to finish, and even has forward pylons. The composition that Parting has directly counters pure Ling Hydra. Even using the buildings against the Zerg player here.
He's just going to keep that.
He has to kill his own Evolution Taper, which is, by the way, researching +2. He's like, just, I can't let him punish me like this. I can't let him bully me like this. That's just, that in itself hurts. Gets a few extra resources to maybe eke those roaches out. All right, this is 2 Colossi with range, a ton of Blink Stalkers, and Roach speed isn't even done yet, mind you.
These 2 gateways do need to be made into warp gates, so they do get done doing that. 4 Stalkers here on the way. Revival right now is keeping a very nice army position right now. He's got it in a huge concave. He knows that's what he needs against a Colossi. Only 2 in this mix so far.
Well, force field's going down here. Pretty decent. The Colossi need to be targeted. He's starting to do a little bit of damage, but a little is not enough.
Yeah, even units being picked up here. The Blink forward over here in the bottom, and the Colossi wrecking these Hydras.
Now all he has to do is micro them. Yep. And yeah, that's it. Pure Colossus with Blink Stalkers versus pure Hydra Ling with very few roaches. That's how the Revival crumbles here. Revival playing a very good game one, a very solid defensive game, but otherwise looking outclassed in this group. GG. Parting will go on to the final match to play against MMA, and Revival's story ends here.
Parting chugging his liquids, his drink. Seems very relieved, but he knows he has a big match ahead of him. It's not over for him just yet. Fortunately for this guy, it is. Revival doing his best. Looked good in that first game, a nice defense, but unfortunately Parting laying down the hammer.
Really, really liked how Parting played game 3. Starts off a little bit standard. Revival seemed to really commit with the Hydras because he lost so much. He lost so many drones, so many overloads. He was like, I got to punish for this. But in those spawns, the location of the third base for Parting, tough to attack there. No Hydra speed. He didn't have Hydra speed that whole time. It finished while Parting was attacking him. So the Hydras came over there a little bit late. Because you can't really rush Hydra speed out in that type of timing because then he doesn't have range, which makes things even worse as he's trying to hit before Colossus range. So a very, very tough loss there for Revival. But we're going into our final match. So we're going to decide whether it's going to be Parting or if it's going to be MMA getting out in second place. It's going to happen after